What's up, everybody? So we're over here at Justice's house. Came to come take a look at the motor, go over some things. My boy Dorian's here. Dorian brought the beautiful vet. Dorian's kind of upset. Semi-beautiful. So he took the wrap off, and there's some issues, which was not described in the.
I still take a 5 out of 10 right now.
Yeah. There's some issues, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? It's still beautiful, still got it for a good deal. But we're gonna check and see. And then the people who wrapped it, they had layered it, and they used an X-Acto knife to cut it off. I don't know if you can see that, but it came out bad. Justice.
What it do?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Yeah, man, you know, I'm sorry we had to come out here live, you know what I'm saying? But beautiful truck again. Ooh, I like this. I like this HP 700. Dang. 01. It's Hennessy.
I'm about to put a cooling system and E5 flex fuel.
Damn.
A couple other things, and it's getting tuned by Rated R.
No shit.
This is my baby.
I like this wagon in here, too.
Yeah, I put it outside every time I'm going to work on a car inside the garage, but April 1st I should be starting at my new location, so I can have the garage back.
Yeah. We all sacrifice sometimes. I already know. You know what I'm saying? But, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think the engine was orange last time you saw it.
Yeah. 100%, dude. This is crazy. This came out so good. Damn. Dude.
Yeah, I just put it together for you so you can see it, get a little motivation.
That
Instead of seeing it in pieces, you know?
Yeah, bro. Oh my God. Phenomenal work, man. That's a night and day difference, dude. That is a night and day difference. That is crazy work. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, man, she's ready for paint too, so you coated in anything you want to coat it.
Yeah.
And all the piping I hit with Osmo as well, so it's not going to rust again ever.
Yeah, I see what you're saying right here. Do you think that's You think that's a crack that goes all the way through?
No, I think what they did was sand it down and use the flap disc to prep it so that way they could weld those bones to it. But either that or they had welded it before and they moved the bones to the back so that way it looks more sleek.
Yeah. Dude, the bolts came out good.
Yeah, there's a couple that I didn't hit. You know,
Yeah,
I had them off. Cool. They were inside the bin.
Even this looks cool now.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it kind of got heated a little bit. That's crazy.
A little bit of heat, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
And the bolts for the dampener are done as well.
Yeah.
You know, those were completely rusted, so.
Dude, wow. Wow. You got inside there too?
Yeah, I took the coil packs out, blew it all out with air. You know, chiseled away any of the dirt in those, I guess the bees' nests.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and lasered it as well. And I power washed the coils, dried them out.
Golly,
Yeah, so
bro.
that's good, man. A little bit of ice would have helped on this, but, you know, there wasn't too many places to where I could use it.
Yeah.
Most of it's just going to be a lot of lasering, so.
Yeah.
A good alternative would be a steam cleaner.
Yeah. No, dude, that came out really good.
Oh, they're here for, they're going to grab some
Man, we need to do a montage of this. This is crazy. Yeah. Dude, I could not be any happier with this, how it came out. Like, that's honestly, like, from what it looked like before till now.
Oh, yeah. If you go back to the video, I know it was nighttime and the lighting wasn't good in your garage.
Yeah.
But you could clearly see. And you know, I got a lot of before and after photos as well. I'll send you guys.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, it doesn't even look like the same engine anymore.
No.
And now with everything on it, it just looks like it just looks like money on an engine stand.
Exactly,
you know?
bro.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Big old stack.
Legitly. Yeah, see, now I just got to get the cover, the bolts for the cover, some badass bolts for that, and then I'm going to get the ones for the exhaust.
I know Frank Garcia runs Downstar. I don't know if they actually make anything specifically for Toyota. But you know, all the M6 by 1.0 bolts, washers, the beauty washers, all that stuff you could, you know, that's made for Hondas, you could pretty much put on there. They have purple, all the different colors, but that's just like the final touch that makes this thing look badass.
Yeah, it's all the dress up. It's all in the dress up. So I definitely want to reach out to them then, and then see what we could get. I have the it's like a rose gold bronze bolts nuts for the exhaust side, but I need to get the actual screws to go in. But dude, this is crazy.
Badass.
crazy. You know, and this is just like, this is motivating too, because now it's just like, okay, now we know what to do next. Now we just got to finalize everything.
Yeah.
So, damn it, man. So, any challenges? Did you have any challenges at all?
Not really. It was mostly just the where the spark plugs are.
Yeah.
And then of course I would have to remove the cam gears in order to get all behind here.
And you know what? I have a good brand new one too. I should have gave you that. I didn't know you would be able to actually do all that.
Yeah, I mean, I could get in there too. You know, or depending if you were gonna pull that head off or not. You know, I could go ahead. If you just brought that piece, I'll zap it real quick. You know, if you were gonna pull the head off. You know, but I wasn't too sure what you want to do. As far externally though, all the rust is gone. You know,
100% gone.
These little pieces here, that's about it.
Yeah, those are just bolts that we could get. We could get bolts for that, and then screws for that. But other than that, like, dude.
But, I mean, you asked my girl, man. I was out here zapping away for hours. I think these were the hardest. You know, and then of course when you zap them, whatever paint is on there, it releases toxic fumes. So that's one thing you got to be careful with.
Okay.
You know, other than that, I would just probably sand this down really good, prep the surface nice and neat, so that way whenever you coat it with whatever wrinkle, it's gonna look really good after that.
And dude, I mean, honestly, man, like a lot of people, they don't even, you know how many people go through stress of, okay, Leo, well, we're gonna use some vinegar and do these all this shit to try to take rust off.
Wire wheels,
screw all that, man.
Yeah.
Just hit up the boy Justice, man. Just,
I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think taking a wire wheel to the engine block would have been hell. You know, because it looks, you know, like a simple surface, but once you start reaching all those ridges and tight spots, then you start realizing, and it's easy to lose motivation in that type of, you know, environment. So then you start, you know, getting discouraged, and who knows what happens after that. You know, some people, they just slap it together. Others, they just lose interest altogether. Yeah. And they end up selling the whole thing. They're like, oh, well, it's too much work.
That's where the projects die, bro. You know?
Yeah.
People are just like, man, this is too much. It's too much tedious work, and it takes away time from actually getting stuff done.
Fabrication looks pretty good. You know, maybe I know the welds aren't like, you know, tip top, but you know, it looks like they knew what they were doing as far as getting everything spaced and clearanced.
Yeah, because this motor technically came from a Supra, Mark IV Supra. It was a fast-ass Supra in Houston, so or Louisiana, and so.
Why do you sell the motor?
I guess the guy sold the car. He partied it out, and then the guy that I got it from, he had bought it, and then we put it in the S14. So it's just like.
So what's it? What did it make when it was in the Mark IV?
He didn't have it all the way turned up, but it's built. It's a built 3.4 stroker. So it's built for. It's supposed to be rated for around 14, 15. So that's where we're at. So I just want to get the transmission done. Once we get the transmission mounted up to it, because the 8 HP 70, which I don't think a lot of people know, you know, the final rating for it, what it could hold. But I know Pure is building the 8 HPs also right now in New York. And so, like, you could get a built transmission for, like, I think 3,000 or 4,000 or something like that. And that thing is nasty. So that's where I just want to get the motor running right now, get the car put back together, driving with the 8 HP, everything's working good, and then I'll send out a motor to go get built. But right now, I just want to make sure that it's good. And that transmission, dude, like the shifting, like your 8-speed just, bro, you have paddle shifter option, you have a freaking sequential shifter, and then you can put a foot brake, so you can actually do a clutch. You can actually add a clutch to it. So I think it's the best transmission. I mean, I'm like, a lot of people are not hip to it. A lot of people are starting to get hip to it, but that is a badass setup.
This looks like it would do 700, 800 just on wastegate.
Off top.
You know,
Off top.
Once you start adding like a nice tuning system, what are you going to use? Like Haltech or?
So I have AEM Infinity right now,
Infinity?
but
Okay.
I'm selling that to get either Haltech. So I'm looking at Haltech right now or Max ECU, because they're saying that it's very compatible with 8 HP. The only reason
And your
why.
S14 probably only weighs like what, 2,800?
Bro, probably
3,200,
less.
somewhere around there.
The whole trunk, remember, it's just the fuel cell in the back.
Oh yeah.
Everything else is gutted. The front end is gutted.
Be careful, dude. That sounds like a lot of fun, but damn.
Yeah, I know.
First run, when it comes down time to do that first squeeze, that first glory pull on the highway, that's scary shit, dude.
I know, bro. I know, bro. It's crazy because even my SC300 was only like 580. It was tuned. It was limited because of the fuel pump, and that car was scary, bro. And part of the reason because the brakes were bad, but it was scary. And then when I lived in Little Elm, so that road that you take from Fort Worth, you take 360, go behind the airport, going up. I forgot what highway it is, but it's like you take 360 north, and then it goes back towards Little Elm. It's butter. It is so smooth, so butter. There's a part that it kind of drops and dips really bad, but I had some amazing races, and I opened it all the way up on that road. But the S14 is a whole different animal because it doesn't weigh shit. And, dude.
Well, it's always sick to see a 2J in there, so.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah. A 2J in anything, bro.
And then it's twins, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like, bro, I have one of your turbos on my car. other 2Js, other guys I talk to. And it's just like, yeah, bro, this is going to be stupid. And I love that this came out so good, man, because that's what was stressing me out. I was like, dude, all this shit looked bad. It came out bad from it sitting at the shop. But you actually brought all that back to life, dude, and it's smooth.
And I did inside these clamps too, because like rust builds up in there.
Yeah.
Since it's touching this. Same thing with the manifolds. Whatever machine they use to bend the piping, that machine has steel, and the steel die, will rub those particles off onto stainless.
Yeah.
So even though stainless doesn't rust, those particles are still on there, and it'll rust. Those little pieces. So.
You had sprayed that thing on there too, the sealant, or no?
OSPO, yeah. For the piping, yes.
Okay.
I didn't spray it on any of the block or this because I know you were going to coat it, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm debating if I should send this off to get ceramic, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
or heat coated.
GTZ here in San Antonio. Talk to Goose, and he could do it any color you want, especially ceramic, Cerakote. And it'll be good for the heat.
Yeah.
You know, so let's say you just turn off the car, probably within like 10 minutes, it'd be cool to the touch, you know.
No shit.
So maybe not the manifolds because they're thick, but definitely the piping.
Yeah.
You know, you wait like 5-10 minutes and you could touch it. You know, so.
Damn.
Same
Okay.
with all the headers on all the cars that I do. So.
Yeah, I definitely want to, especially all the local businesses, man. I definitely want to support them and then see what they could do and team up, man, because we really got a lot of projects coming. And I have that truck, man, about to sell. So, I mean, we have a lot of stuff about to be taken off, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. Shop is running good. Even this, bro, like, I can't stop looking at all the freaking, you know what I'm saying? Because all of this.
All the piping?
Yeah, you took your time. I could tell you took your time, and it came out really good. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so, okay. Well, we need to figure out, okay, so I want you to do the valve covers, and I want you to do the block. I want you to paint it black. So if we do the block black and do the valve covers, then that will set it off. That way when we get it back, it's just done. But we need to figure out what we're going to do about those.
About what?
The fucking valves. He's like,
you can. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could go about it, but really the best thing would be to take the head off and then see how the bottom end looks. It's kind of funny because we did all of the work, and I haven't seen the inside.
Yeah.
Pulling the spark plug, it doesn't look too bad, but you never know. Once you pull the head off. I don't have a camera that can
to go up. Yeah.
That'll look up a borescope. I'm pretty sure one's probably around $300.
Yeah,
But,
and I honestly don't think that probably is that bad. It's just that it just bothers me that it's rust there. Like it's just like condensation built up, but it rusted. But I'd rather be safe than sorry because, like I said, this is like a lot of money, and we just want to make sure whatever we do is gonna be done right. Like the head gasket's brand new still. Like it looks still good because they had refreshed it. Mm-hmm. So I want to just, I don't know. I like to play it safe because this type of project, especially where we're trying to go and what we're doing, we want to make sure that it's all good.
How long did it sit in the shop for?
About a year, bro.
A year?
Outside.
It was outside?
Yeah, bro. I asked him to make sure that he kept it inside, and he did some work to the car, and then he brought it back outside and left it there. I was just like, really, bro? Like, but
that's a lot of money to be sitting outside.
Dude, what pissed me off even more is the other freaking like $15,000 worth of shit that was sitting inside the car that the car was unlocked, and he was like, "Oh, it's sitting where the camera's at." You think the camera's gonna stop anybody trying to freaking jack your shit? Anybody? If they saw that, bro, the ECU, everything was in there. Everything, the turbos, the piping, like all the stuff was inside there, so they could have literally just walked off with it, but. God, for whatever reason, he just made sure that it was safe. But just, I took little hits on like cosmetic stuff, and the motor. But as long as we have people like you, what I'm saying, we're good. We're good, bro. I really appreciate you because.
Have you thought about painting the block maybe the same color as like the wastegates or the
purple?
Yeah, like if you had
that would be kind of sick, bro.
A guy who can paint pretty good, just hit it real quick. Not even that much paint, but
would it come out that color? It would come out.
Well, somebody with an actual spray gun, yeah. But if not, if it's a rattle can, I think you could get rattle cans now. I'm not a painter, I don't know, but I've seen where people get rattle cans in custom colors, so you could probably do that too, But in my honest opinion, I've had blocks sprayed by painters before with an actual gun, and it's lasted a lot longer that way.
I don't know, man. Maybe we need to probably take your advice on that one. I like the idea of it purple, too. I honestly do like the idea of it purple. I want to do something. I want it to be crazy. I want it to be something unique, you know what I'm saying, to what we're trying to do. Because the purple, I love purple on engine bays, on cars, accents, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The car, I love the red. Like some people are like, "Oh, you're going to change it?" Fuck no. I'll never change that color. That color is beautiful. So I love the red and the accent of the purple. It makes so much sense. So even like the core support, like I'll even do that purple too. You know what I'm saying? But I think you're onto something about the purple. I instead of just doing dry black like everybody else does, I think it'll be sick. But I'm wondering how the valve covers, if we paint it red, if it will match it looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but. Yeah, man. That's dope, dude. That's dope. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it, man.
No, I love it, man. I love it. Like, honestly, we're going to make sure that this man stays in business, bro, because this is ridiculous. And if you're in San Antonio, like we said before, like we want to put on for the people in San Antonio. What I've done in Dallas, I'm trying to do out here, and I want to incorporate everywhere. I want to do like the Golden Triangle. I want to have Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. And, Austin is just a step away. So if we could incorporate everyone, bring everyone together and start throwing some car meets, because San Antonio, honestly, like I said, it's a blank canvas. Like, no one's done. There's going to be a lot of firsts. Like, a lot of people haven't done, like, what we can do and what we can't do.
The population just started booming, like, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so...
It's still fresh for everyone.
Yeah, so we got to... If you build it, they'll come. So we got to build it. We want to be the first to really put on some stuff out here in San Antonio. And then also show homage to the people that have been here. You know what I mean? I am coming into a fresh city that, people have been doing things. But I'd rather, work with people than work against them. So it's team effort, man. We want to make sure that, you know, we put it on the map. But, dude, real shit, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, because you understand, like, that stress of just looking at the motor when it was just rusted is just like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, should I sell the motor? Should I get a new motor? Like, I had all these thoughts, just like you said. People would think about selling shit. And I was like, nah. I know what this motor can do. I know it's good. We just need to make sure everything is good and cleaned up. But, like, dude, he took his time, bro. Looked like he even put a new freaking oil filter on there. Yeah, that came out dope. Everything came out dope. And it's just clean. Like, all this stuff we could even probably still send off to him and have him do that too, paint it. But, yeah. Amazing job. That looks...
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Damn it.
Maybe I could talk to my friend Ernest real quick and see what he would charge to make them look real nice before you paint it.
Yeah.
Because if you just shoot it like this, I mean, all of this is going to pop through there. Yeah. It's going to end up looking like it did in the very beginning.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just poor prep work, and that's why they look like that, especially cracked.
Yeah.
All the heat from right here just blasting this.
And it's dangerous, bro. So the valve covers, you have to, like, really be very careful, because Mike, he had his ST300 built by somebody in Texas. I think they're in Houston. And they painted the valve covers, but they didn't do it right. And particles or whatever broke off, got into the motor, messed up the whole motor.
Especially if you sandblast.
Yeah.
If these are sandblasted and they get inside the actual PCV, like the plating, that's where you run into issues. I did my S2000 that way, but I took all the rivets out and I cleaned everything out, and then I put it back together. Okay. So there's that option too. Like I said, you can do a Cerakote. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, unless you make a heat shield here, but it's for one, it's gonna mess all this up right away with just spray paint. Like, that's just it's gonna look exactly the same probably after the second run.
Yeah, I wonder if I should wrap it, because we could even probably wrap this too. And what I appreciate the most is that you know what the fuck you're doing.
So I could definitely paint the block. I think the valve covers, I probably wouldn't do that. Just, you know, I would send that to somebody who can sand it down, make sure it's nice and neat. Yeah. What I've seen Ernest do before is, like, hit the metal nice all the way, and to where you need just a little bit of body filler to fit small little pores, fill them up. Yeah. And then once he paints them, I mean, the valve covers look like glass. Yeah. You know? How did everything look on the cams and stuff? Everything look clean? Yeah, everything looked clean. The assembly loop's still there. So good. It's it hasn't been touched inside. Like, it doesn't even look like it's been ran, to be honest. Like, really? It just looks like a bunch of assembly loop. Like, they were prepping it to get it started. Because he said that they refreshed it, so. Yeah, well, you could tell. I mean, we could pull a valve cover off too if you wanted to, you know, but it's just, it looks brand new in there, you know. I trust you. It's okay. Dude. Fuck, bro. You did it big, bro. People already was hitting me up, was like, bro, is that your motor? I was like, yeah. It's like, that's insane. Like, everyone, the only word they say, that's fucking insane. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah. Because they know, they seen where it came from. But dude, this is like, I'm speechless. Like, damn, dude. So yeah, we gotta get the transmission, all that shit set up by next week. I want to get all that taken care of. And then, dude, this motor will literally be ready to go back in. So, wiring harness is there. We just gotta figure out, so what my thing is just wondering, the wiring harness, should I just sell the whole setup, the whole wiring setup and everything, and go with the Haltech? But that's gonna be a lot more. But I mean, honestly, the AEM can do it. The AEM is not bad. It's the tuner's preference at that point. Yeah. Yeah. So. I mean, I like them both. I've seen more people, like in Australia, overseas, use the Haltechs. Yeah. You know, a lot of people in California too. I've seen run Haltech, so. No. Damn, bro. Even the bottom, I need to get a new
We need to get a new oil pan, but even the bottom, like all this shit came out so good. Yeah. Damn it, boy. All right, so where we at with the price?
$450. That's
450.
that's the 3 hours. Really, it took me 5 hours, but I'm not gonna charge the extra too because I wanted to leave some room,
Bro.
just in case. Like,
You're gonna have my money.
what I want to do is like, I mean, because I haven't done one of these jobs yet for anybody like on a scale like this.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like overcharge and then scare someone away.
Yeah.
So I know people like in, like for instance, one guy in Florida who's running a dry ice business, their rates are a lot higher.
Yeah.
So I'm starting off kind of low. And even I'm learning right now that starting off low, even now people in San Antonio are like, man, that's a lot of money. And I'm like, man, to me, it doesn't really seem like a lot because I've been doing my research with other people first before I started this business.
Yeah.
But even I have to still run a trial, here because I don't know what it's going to be like. So
This honestly looks like you spent hours.
yeah, I did. I mean, you asked my girl, man. She was always telling me like, when you coming to bed and dinner's ready? I'm like, well, hey, I gotta get it done. I'm doing these cars too.
Yeah.
And then after hours, I'm still messing with this thing, but I don't want it to come out half-assed. I want it to look real nice, Just like how you came up right now, and you're like, that's what I want to give that to everyone.
Yes,
that feeling. So
this is honestly like I could tell that even what you're doing, it was kind of therapeutic. Just seeing the rust get.
Oh yeah, some of it was
bro.
real cool. Like it's fun, right? Just to watch it, like watching a power washing video.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you missed the spot. Let's get that one too. So yeah, it's fun to do. I love what I do, man.
Dude, I want to, and then in the future, I definitely want to. I want to partnership with you, with the company once we start rolling, to where we could promote, like consistent promote, and then everything that we get, you're gonna get it. Obviously, I'll pay you, just like because
I just really want to get the name out there, man.
that's all I want to do.
I went to a couple car shows these past Sundays, and they got upset when they found out that I had just tagged them in the thing. Hey, I'm going to this spot. Get a coaster from my business. I'm not selling anything. I'm just handing them out.
Yeah.
And immediately, like, they messaged me, hey, we don't allow that. I was like, hey, no worries. I'm not gonna hand them out at your spot. The other one though, the Slow Sunday, they're real cool people, man. And I went by there, and a lot of people like the coasters, and they like what I'm doing with the business. So a lot of them were interested. Even the owner, the founder of that meet, he was like, oh, no way you do this. Oh, talk to my friend over here. He does all this for Toyota and Porsche. And I was like, oh, so I went and talked to him. They're real nice people, man. So
yeah, that's the speed I like. That's how I am. So anything, especially if somebody's trying to, no, screw that. Whatever we're going to do from now on, I need everybody. We're on camera right now. Anybody in San Antonio that has any businesses or any merch or anything that you guys are trying to promote or trying to get out there, hit us up, because we're going to make sure that we come and show love, and we're going to make sure everybody knows about it. We're not holding anyone back. We're going to start throwing our own car meets again. Any car meets that is coming up, because I still don't know where everything's at or who's hosting what, let me know so we can start showing up too, because we need to start showing face also.
Yeah.
But from now on, dude, we're going to, talk is cheap. We're going to make this happen.
Yeah, talk is cheap, man.
Yeah, talk is cheap. I'm going to show you how
Just
we
make
can
it happen.
Yeah, I need to figure out a way how we can blast everything or let everybody know about where we're going to do it. But we're going to start doing some weekly car meets like I used to and get this out there, because
The scene used to be real big back in like 09 to 2014. I miss it, man. And my friend Mario ran San Antonio Imports, and it was hot back in the day. We'd go to Mom Margie's. Everybody, doesn't matter what kind of car you drove, man. It was just everybody got together. And now it's nothing like that anymore. You got kids doing donuts everywhere, and I mean, I'm sure that they're entitled to have their fun, but it's just not the same anymore, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess they would consider us now boomers, right? Compared like how we made fun of the older crowd against us, right? Oh man, y'all say nothing's the same. Y'all still believe in the Chevy 350 small block.
Yeah.
You know, but here we are, and now we're the older ones, and we're getting mad at them for doing all this crazy stuff with the donuts. You know, shutdowns.
We're still those guys. We're still that age. We're still in between. We ain't that old yet, but we're gonna make sure that everybody knows what's up though.
But I think it's cool. You see something like this. This is what people want to see. You go to any of the other car meets, it's like it looks like a used car dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like Mustangs, Chargers, Challengers. You know, all the same stuff all the time.
Yeah. Nah.
You know, this is cool. You don't see this every day.
No, and I definitely want to reach. I've met so many people. Even this guy at my daughter's school, he had an S14, like actual kooky from Japan. I was in my 350Z, and then he pulls up, and I walked out, and I knocked his glass. I was like, "What the fuck do you think this is, bro? You don't see me parking right here." So we got cool. We start talking, but I got his info. But a lot of people that I've met, man, it's the same thing. I met this guy at the gas station. He has a 370Z. It's clean as fuck, dude. And I was just like, bro, just, you know, we'll keep in contact because what we're about to get done, like, I want to bring especially the imports. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring all of them back out. Yeah. You know, whoever, you know, we just need to come together. So even the imports and domestic, I'm not really with I'm not with the takeover. That's not what we're about. But true JDM history, JDM life, cars, cruising. Like, I like to do cruises and, like, you know, cannonball runs and stuff like that. Like, we got to get that shit going. And there's a badass road, dude, that I found off 281. You take 281 like you're going towards Austin. That road is the most breathtaking, scenic road ever, and it's smooth, it's nice, and it comes back out. Exits out on 35. Yeah. So I want us to do that, and I want to do a 410 cruise. So we're gonna cruise the whole 410.
Yeah, I remember doing those. It took like an hour to go the whole loop. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And everybody would get broken up. People would fall off. Yeah. You know, but no, that was fun back in the day, man.
Yeah, see? And that's just for me driving on it. I was like, you know, we need to do that. So I like seeing like how San Antonio is set up. And we have literally like areas that we can do so much shit. So, yeah. And then we're going to try to see if we can bring some grudge races out here. Some, you know, we got some places out here. Yeah. And I already talked to, I actually was in contact with dude from TRC. So him, and then I want to get with 1320. I want to get with everybody. So bring everybody back out and show what San Antonio can do. So all the fast cars, if you got a fast car, hit us up, man. Whatever you got, so we can start doing some bracket racing, whatever. We'll start putting some shows together. So
all the 10-speed Fords, all the
the
ZR1s.
Yeah, all you hot boys, all you boys that got that power, that think y'all got that power. If you think you got it, bring it. Whatever it is, just be safe. We're going to keep it safe. We're going to make sure we do it right. We're going to have the right people involved. And then, you know, even the car meets, like, I have security. Like, I normally have security, have a DJ booth, have, you know, merch and all that stuff set up. So I want to do that. We just need to get with some venues and talk to them. And I think we're going to be good.
Alrighty, bro.
But yeah, bro, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. For real.
I'm glad you love it.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's going to speak for itself. Like, honestly, like, y'all see it. Y'all see what I see. So, from before and after.
Yeah, I got a lot of cool reactions on my personal Instagram and everything, too. I just posted a little bit here and there. Yeah. You know, I it's rare I ever get, like, a like or a little heart. But, man, like, 20, 25, and I was like, oh, snap, okay, well, yeah, they're seeing it, so that's cool.
You know my brother-in-law, too.
Who's that?
Richard Salinas.
Oh, how do you know him?
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law.
Oh, your brother-in-law?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was like, dude, that's the homie. I was like, oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. He has that Acura, right?
Yeah, he had it. Yeah, he had it.
Oh, he got rid of it?
Yeah. I want to help him get something else, too. I didn't tell him that yet, so, but I want to get him back into it because I know how he felt about that car, so. Yeah. I want to, there's a lot of stuff.
We all got that one, man.
Yeah, bro. I definitely want to give back too. Like, I want to give back. Not saying I'm giving back to my brother-in-law, but I want to help him get something nice. But for the community, I want to definitely give back. I want to do some giveaways and do some stuff like that. So once we're all good, everything is straight. I want to do some bills, some project bills, so where we can actually give some cars.
Step at a time, man.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'm gonna get out your hair.
Yeah, for sure.
No. Check with your boy, see what he can do, what price he gives.
Okay.
And then, but block for sure. If you can knock that out, I'll either bring you the paint or I'll send you the money for it. And then,
the block is gonna be black.
What do you think, man?
We could do whatever color you want. I'm not telling you how to do your car, man. That's all up to you. It's just
We'll stay tuned with that. We're gonna leave that for the next video. We'll see how that goes.
we could primer it for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we could primer it until you're ready. So that way, at least it won't rust.
Rust, yes.
So let's say we take it back to your house. It's not gonna rust just sitting there.
Yeah.
If you got a rainy day, humidity, it's gonna rise up. It'll cause it to start flash rust again. So we'll just prep it with that.
Yeah, it was so bad the other day too. Yeah, it's okay.
And then if you're gonna keep the turbos sitting around for a while, keep them inside. That'd probably be the best thing to do.
Okay.
So either that or wrap them up in saran wrap.
So I'll order those two.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Sounds good, man.
Thank you so much, man.
All right, yo.
All
See you
right.
later, Dorian.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Dorian, man. You got